So the other day I went ahead and did another battery test with my iPhone 11 and I found something very, very interesting. So the iPhone 11, I will definitely tell you, is probably, it should be a really good iPhone in terms of battery life. When this iPhone first came out in 2019, I actually picked this up the first day it came out or when it was available. And one thing to keep in mind, I use this iPhone for a lot of different things. My battery health as of right now is at 98%. So as most of you can see right now, 98%, that's fairly high still for, me using this phone for about 2 years. Now I did install iOS 16 on it. So as of right now, I am on the iOS 16 beta, which I think is pretty decent in terms of like stability. But the one issue I've been having for a majority of these iPhones on iOS 16 is the battery life and how inconsistent it is on a lot of other devices. Now on my iPhone 11 right here, this iPhone theoretically should have pretty good battery life. And when I compare this iPhone against a lot of other iPhones across the board, it should be better than it, right? Well, here's the thing that happened. On my first battery test I did, my iPhone 11 actually beat my iPhone XR. It beat my iPhone 8 Plus, but it didn't beat my iPhone 12, which is expected. But the iPhone 12 and iPhone 11, it was a big discrepancy. And if you want to go back to that video and watch it, it was pretty insane. But my iPhone 10 also outlasted my iPhone, this specific iPhone. And that doesn't really make any sense. For one, my iPhone 10, this isn't even the right iPhone 10, but for one, my iPhone 10 that I did and I showed in that video, had a lower battery health than this specific iPhone. And that battery health was, I think, like 86%. This one is at 98%, as most of you just saw. So that was one thing that was very concerning. On top of that, neither one of these iPhones were factory reset. The iPhone 10 is older. It has, the same iOS 16 version as this thing, and it has a bigger battery. This iPhone has a bigger battery on launch, and it already has a really big battery compared to it because it didn't have a battery health degraded. So it's very weird to me that this specific iPhone did not outlast my iPhone 10. It also kind of lasted as long as my iPhone SE2, which was very strange. So my SE2, I think, and my iPhone 11 lasted around the same time as well. So that was honestly very, very interesting as well. My iPhone 8 Plus was probably the worst one out of all of these. But when I look at this iPhone, I think of this iPhone as still an iPhone that had really good battery life inside of it, that had a really good performance. But when I look at this device now, I'm honestly kind of strange and just kind of weirded out about why all these iPhones, especially I notice it's one thing, all iPhones, most iPhones with IPS panels, battery life really isn't that good. But on my iPhones with OLED panels, like my iPhone 10, my iPhone 12, my iPhone 12 Pro, my iPhone 13, those are all doing fairly well on iOS 16 in terms of battery. So I don't want to start another conspiracy, but I think it is very weird that my iPhone 11, the battery, life standpoint, really wasn't doing too well. So I don't know what to make of it. I guess we'll see in the future, but that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.